Hi guys, welcome back to Mary Kay Confidential. Today we are doing something a little different. I decided to get a little creative, do some artwork for my apartment, and also do something kind of as a tribute to my locks, so to speak. So I thought it would be fun to share it with everyone. This is just me picking out my paint colors and kind of getting ready for it. I didn't exactly know what I was going to do. It was more of a freestyle, but hope you enjoy. If you decide to do a similar project, please tag me on Instagram. I want to see it, or comment down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in the particular paint colors that I use, they're going to all be listed down in the description. The reason I chose these colors is based on the colors within my apartment scheme. So if you have similar colors, of course, feel free to use these same colors. All right, so it's the next day. I let the black paint dry overnight. I ended up doing 2 coats and then went back through and did a spot check. So today I cut my vinyl using my Cricut machine. Now the images that you see are just, I typed in on Google, black women with locks silhouette. You can kind of play around with what wording you put in to pull out pictures. There were several different options. Some of them have like a watermark on them. So, you just want to pick one that doesn't have a watermark. Otherwise, you're going to have a really hard time using that one and trying to take that watermark off. Of course, the watermark is on there for a reason. And you can, like a lot of people on Etsy, make them. And you would just have to purchase it from them to get it without the watermark if you wanted that particular one. But these are the 3 I chose. I like number 1 because it looks the most like my hair right now. And number 2 and 3, eventually my hair will get long to be that way as well. So as you can see, beside each one is paint. And those are the colors that I chose for each one. So now I'm going to get a little closer and talk to you about each of them. All right, so for number 1, it is very simple. It's just she has locks, and of course it's like she hasn't retwisted her roots. I wish I could have got the edge to be, the part to be more of like a jagged look, instead of the straight look, but whatever. Where you see the black, basically the seafoam green color, we're just going to call it green for the sake of simplicity, but the green color is going to protect the black paint while I paint around it. So I used to do a lot of crafting, so I actually already had all of this paint. The only thing I don't have is brown paint. So I'm gonna need some brown paint for that one and that one. I'm gonna pick 2 different colors. Luckily, I don't stay far from a craft store. Now, when I first weeded out the excess pieces, you use a little weeder tool to get the excess pieces out if you're not a crafter. So these are going to be like as if she has lock jewelry. Toying around with making it a safe color, make it look like she has blonde highlights, and then I'm also thinking about giving her a funky color, like a pink color. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my transfer paper to stick these on and proceed from there. All right, so because all 3 of them are big pieces, I didn't want to take any chances. Normally I would lay the piece flat and then stick the vinyl on top of it, or the vinyl transfer paper on top of it. But what I did was I actually put the vinyl transfer paper down first and adhered the piece on that way, because you want to make sure that this is nice and smooth. If you need to, mine's a little beat up, so don't judge it, but you can use this to kind of smooth it out. And now we're going to, I'm going to put all 3 down and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay guys, so I've already peeled the first picture and I wanted to show you what's happening because number 1, I've never used vinyl on top of a painted canvas. So it was actually a little tough to pull the transfer paper off. So I don't know what that's about, but it's probably going to be the same scenario. So I just want to show you so that if you decide to use this method, that you're not surprised. Because I was a little surprised at how tough it was to pull this transfer paper off. Now I do also want you to know that if you are thinking, well, this seems like a little bit complicated for me to have to put the vinyl on, take the vinyl off, you can actually, and I thought about this before I started this project, but you can actually just get black vinyl, paint your entire background first, and then lay this down. Now, it's not stripping the paint, so that's a good thing if you want to go that route. But the reason I chose to go this way is because I don't want the vinyl and the paint mix. Like, I wanted it all to be paint, if that makes sense. I'm going to show you on camera peeling this one off, and then I have to do the one with the highlights and the lock jewelry in it. I don't know if you can see me in the frame, but I put on a little apron so that I don't mess up my shirt. Matter of fact, let's switch to this side so you can see. Maybe that'll be a little easier for you to see what I'm doing. Maybe. Okay. So as you can see, hopefully, this is trying to lift away. So I'm just going in and scraping that down. And once you're done, you want to check all the little edges anyway, because if you're doing this method where you're going to take the vinyl off in the end, you don't want your other paint colors to seep underneath this vinyl. So it's very important that all the edges are laid down properly, okay? Now, because this is a bigger piece, it's gonna take a little, you gotta kind of go slow, take a little bit of patience for you to peel this off, okay? But we got this. I thought this piece was really cool to show you her hair, kind of wild, which is the look that I like. You just gotta keep going. Like I said, you gotta be patient to get this off. It's normally not, like I've used vinyl on like wine glasses and other forms of art, but never on a painted canvas. I don't think I've ever even used vinyl on any kind of canvas, whether it was already painted or not. So I don't know, it might be tough to do it even if you didn't paint the background. Okay, y'all, we getting there, I think. So this one's probably going to be the most challenging one, just simply because there's so much going on, so many little edges. It's not all smooth like the others. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually having to put forth some effort to pull this away. This is what I meant by, I was kind of surprised that I actually had to put like some real effort into pulling this off. As you can probably tell, I'm in my kitchen because this is just a easier place to do this, larger surface. So, all right, so we almost done with the hard part. Okay, almost done getting her earring off. All right, so as you can see, this part's a little easier because we're not dealing with the edge. But it's still, for whatever reason, taking some arm muscle to get this off. Uh-oh. All right. Just keep going, but pay attention as you're lifting each corner. Okay. All right, I'm gonna save that earring for last, probably. And you kind of want to peel the vinyl back at like or should I say the transfer paper back at like a 45-degree angle. I don't know why, but it just makes it easier. In all my vinyl projects, for whatever reason, it's just easier. Okay. All right, and here's just a little tip to go through. Like I said, you can actually just use whatever color vinyl you want this to be, but I had to be extra and make it to where it's gonna all be paint. But what you can do to check, you can actually hold it at like a 45-degree angle and just check and see if there are any little air pockets that you miss. Like I said, we don't care about air pockets in here. What we care about is making sure that these edges stay intact. Okay? So now I'm going to go and get some brown paint because, yeah, I need some brown paint for their faces. Okay guys, so it's later in the day, but on the same day. And I got a little carried away. Like I almost forgot I was making a video. So I wanted to, before I do anything further to this one, as you can see, like you kind of can't recognize them anymore. I mean, you can, but you can't see all the detail because of the paint that's on top. Just remember where you see that seafoam green color is really and truly black once we peel it away. And as you can see, even though I've painted over the vinyl, you can still see where the vinyl is. So that's why I want to kind of get in on the details of her face. I've started to take some of the vinyl off to see what was going on under, and I was nervous because, you know, as you can see in certain parts, the vinyl was definitely starting to bubble out. So I was nervous, but it looks like it's going to do its thing. Now there are a couple parts that I will have to go in and touch up, which, you know, was kind of expected. Nothing too drastic there. We can definitely fix that. All right guys, so it is the next day, and you know, let them dry overnight, and this is the end result. I'm not sure how I feel about the purple one. Like I like her, but number one, her head is smaller than the other two, so I feel like it kind of throws it off. But also I feel like she at least needs some lips. So I don't know, I'm gonna like look at it a couple more days before I decide if I want to give her a face of some sort, or if I actually want to do a different one to go with the other two. Remix. All right guys, so you probably saw in the thumbnail a fourth picture. That is because I kept passing this picture every day for a few days. As you can see, I gave her some lips. I even gave her some eyes. As you can see, I took the eyes away because her eyes are kind of creepy. I liked her individually, but I'm just not in love with her as far as putting it on the same wall with these two. So that's where this one comes in. So this one I think is my new favorite because she ties in all the colors that I have throughout my living space. So I'll show you all the colors in just a moment. But basically she has locks as well. She has a nice top bun with a few of the locks kind of sticking out here and there. I even gave her a nice little light brown eye, a turquoise lip. So she is just living her best life. Yeah, so I have to go back and touch up just a little bit some of the purple. I think I'm going to add a little more green to that one because the turquoise and the purple are more of a solid color, and it's a lot more of the white peeking out in the green. So I'll probably touch that one up a little bit. And y'all, this was so much fun. I'm actually thinking about making one with the orange background. This is pretty much the colors throughout my living room. So there you have it. That's all three of the ones that I'm going to use. I don't know if I'm going to keep her and like fix her eyes and make her all Mod Podge across there, but I don't know. I'm just not in love with her. You know, in life, when, you know, something just does not serve you, you know, you just got to move on. So yeah, so we moved on. And Yeah, if I make another one, I will add a picture of it as well. All right, guys, shout out to you if you made it this far in the video. Comment below with a heart. Just let me know that that'll be acknowledgement that you got this far in the video. And you stay tuned to the best part because there's a little surprise. See you in the next video.